Happy Friday. Hello. Welcome to my weekly Friday live, and I'm so happy to be here today. It is Friday, July the 11th, 2025, and we are doing a little Christmas in July all month long on my Friday lives. How is everybody today? Jen says she's glad that she's finally off on a Friday so she can join. Awesome. Hi, Christy. Ready for some snow crafting to beat the heat, right? Oh, it's so warm. So warm. Hello, everyone. Hi, Donna Marie. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Erica and Margot, Diana, Dixie, Cindy. So good to see everybody today. Well, I have a lot that I want to get done today. So we're probably going to dive right in. If you follow Spellbinders at all, you know that they have releases on the 10th of the month. Some are also scattered throughout, but the big releases are always on the 10th. And they have a new wonderful collection. It is called Wonderland. And I thought it would be really fun today to create cards and tags. So using some of the components from that release. So we're going to attempt, I have done some of them off camera, like one of the versions, but we're going to attempt to get 6 done today, or at least enough of it done so you guys have a really good idea of what I'm thinking here. And these are all ideas that could be done fairly quickly. I mean, you may have to spread out things over, a couple of days or several days, do all your die cutting, start assembling, etc., and then embellishing, let's say. That's kind of my goal anytime I do handmade holiday here, is to kind of break it down into steps that are very easy to achieve. That's always my thought. And I thought it would be fun today to make tags, of course, because I love making holiday tags, but not everyone needs a ton of tags. I can't talk. And so I thought, well, let's show the same example for the tag as for our card. So that is what we're going to do. Donna says it's a beautiful day. Hello, Laura. Let's see. So good to see everybody. Hi, Pam. Patty says, so good to be here today. Yay! It's an extra, Christy, you know me, girl. It's an everyday extra kind of vacation. Jen says, loves Christmas in July. Yay! Okay, so let's flip the camera around and let's talk about what we're using today. So from the Wonderland collection, we have several sets here. And I want to give you the exact names. So we are going to be using let's start with this one. This is called Yuletide Ride, and it's of course an adorable car. It has this great little piece that is meant to kind of fit back behind the car, and then you can fill this little tray with the tree and presents and a wreath and a stocking, all of that good stuff. So this is Yuletide Ride from the Wonderland collection. Then we have these cute little snowmen that you can see here. This is called the Snow Notes, which I think is the cutest name ever because they're obviously all singing. In addition to these dies, there is also this die here, but we're going to do this on camera, that says fa la 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 la. And so I'm actually it's made to be die cut. But if you've watched any of my other videos where I use this kind of text, I'm actually going to glimmer this and then die cut that. And then finally, and there's a sneak peek of that one too, we have Cocoa Wonderland. And this is an adorable Santa cocoa mug. I mean, how many of us actually have a cocoa mug just like this in our stash? They're always all over at the holidays at all of the stores, and so I just absolutely love that. And then we're also going to be using, this is from the Snow Notes, but these sentiments are BetterPress press plates, and it's called Merry Messages, and we are going to use those, although we're going to glimmer them instead. And we're just going to get our Glimmer hot foil machine out here and ready to roll. We have our Snowfall Shimmer. And it is also a BetterPress press plate, so you can BetterPress it. But with your BetterPress, you can also glimmer. And we're actually going to glimmer today. So I don't know if you can see that. Let me pop it back over here. You had me at Coco, Jen says. Okay, see the beautiful opal snowflakes in the background? I'm going to glimmer those with the opal foil for a really subtle, pretty background. And we're going to do that for all of these cards. So I'm actually going to get this warmed up. Ginger says, loves me some Christmas in July. I'll tell you what, you guys, me too. I am here for it. I usually am, but I feel especially that way this year because there's so many great products already available. So we're going to pop this on here. Spellbinders is becoming one of my favorite places to shop, Karen said. Oh, you and me both, Karen. So exciting. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the base of our tags. And I actually forgot to pull, I see. I wanted to put a hole reinforcer on here. I decided that right before I went live and I adjusted my supply list. We're also going to be using the Essential Arches dies, and you can see all of the different shapes. Any arch die set that you have is going to be great for this. So many companies have one. I'm just using the Spellbinders one today. And I picked a couple of sizes here. The bigger one, the biggest size in here is actually A2 sized. So you could use that for your A2 card. I did go one size down, and I'm going to do that here on camera. And then I went a couple sizes down from that for my tags. Just because, yes, I like making giant tags, but I tried to make it just a little bit smaller. So, for example, I have one card and one tag semi-complete here. You can see the size difference a little bit. And I made it look like a snow globe. The great thing about arch dies, whoops, is if you go ahead and then cut a strip, you can put it along the bottom edge, that long straight edge of the arch shape, and you instantly have a snow globe without having to have a snow globe die set. Now, you guys know me. I'm not opposed to having multiple snow globe sets, but this is a quick and easy way to make your own custom snow globe. So this is a card base that we've die cut, which we're going to do here on camera. We're also going to add all of our sentiments later. So tags and cards. Now, while this is warming up, I want to talk about my favorite thing that is brand new, and it's not even a die set. So it's called the My Turn foldable extended handle for your Platinum 6. I'm going to take my cutting plates out so they don't go crashing to the floor. I know some of you have seen this. I have shown you some of these, or I've shown this either in, oh good, I thought my thing was flashing, but it's something in the background on my computer. I'll fix it. I've shown some of you, it might have been in Patreon. This is the My Turn extended handle, and it is now available. I've been using it for about a month and a half now, and I don't know how I functioned without it. It does hang off of the edge of your desk, which is awesome. It has this wonderful comfort grip. It makes turning so much easier. It easily just replaces onto your machine, and it's foldable because it has this great little notch thing here that you can fold it up so that if you don't want it hanging off the side of your desk when you're done working and done die cutting, it folds up. So because otherwise it's going to hang down. Here, I'll hold it this way. It's going to hang down past your desktop. So it's available now. I have linked it down below. It is incredible. Highly, highly, highly recommend it, especially if you're somebody who struggles with turning. I feel like this makes it so much easier. It is I'm really thrilled with it. Really, really thrilled. Oh, good. Hi, Lori. Several of you have made it today when you normally don't. I love that. Question, does anyone know what happened? Oh, I don't know. Nope. Okay, so I am going to, let's see. We've got our glimmer heating up. Now, I did glimmer most of these off camera, but I still need to get rid of that thing in the background. There we go. No more. It was almost like strobe lighting from some window I have open in my background. Opal foil. Most foil is so easy to tell what is the right and the wrong direction. Opal is one of my favorite, I want to say colors. I mean, I guess it technically is, but obviously it's see-through. But it can be really difficult if you just cut a piece off to know which side is the foiled side. You know, the dull side is the side that actually goes against your cardstock to foil. So what I recommend, especially with the opal, is that you leave it on so that when you roll it out, you know that the outside is the outer portion. And this side is the side that's going to go against your cardstock. So I just usually roll it out. Normally I cut it any other color I would cut before. We're going to do that. And let me find my cardstock that I have for this. We're going to foil this right on a A2 size piece of cardstock. I think this color is Seaside. Let's see. Let me pull up, Jenna says, made it to a live today just watching Patreon replay. Oh, awesome. Okay, so it's warmed up now. I've got it all ready to go. I've got my cardstock and my foil in here, and I'm just going to push the timer and get this heating up. And while we're doing this, I am going to grab some red foil, I think is what I want to do here today. And we're going to foil our sentiments. And again, all this and the sentiments are BetterPress press plates, but I'm foiling mine today. So we're going to get that. And we are going to I've got some Hammermill cardstock I'm going to use for my foiling. All right. So here is a little bit of red foil as well. I hope this foil is good. If not, you know, I have a drawer full of it. We will see. Let me see. Happy Friday, Beatrice. Catherine says she loves that die cutter, just can't justify the purchase. Yes, just keep it on the back burner in case your die cut machine dies. I've had several die here and there. But I use mine, and I use mine kind of hard. I'm just going to run this over through my die cut machine off camera. I do have quite a lot right in front of us. Monique, oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes when my glimmer's hooked up, it will pop the screen and make it black for a minute. I'm sorry. Monique, I'm sorry. I don't know when my class goes live. They did not tell me, and I did not ask. So I'm sure they'll post about it. I don't know if it'll be today yet or if it's tomorrow. And that's the Tim Holtz class, which I know the live class, is it still going on? I have no idea. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. Look how pretty those snowflakes. I just love the subtleness of the opal foil. I know it's really, really light. And here's another fun thing. I'm not doing it today, but embossed resist works great with this. So let's say you want to have these pop out a little bit more. You could always go over this with some ink and then just buff it off of the foiling. And you're going to be left with kind of the light blue snowflakes then and a little bit darker inking. And that's really pretty too. All right. Let's do some greetings. So here's how I normally do my foil, because I can obviously tell on this which side is the color side and which side is the side that needs to go next to the cardstock. And I'm going to use this in a longer strip because I'm going to foil this twice. So we have plenty of sentiments to work with for all of our cards and our tags. Oh, Beatrice says it was running a little late and Tim and Heidi are still creating. Okay, good. I wasn't sure because I was prepping for my live and I had some other things going on. So I wasn't exactly positive if they were still going. So it will not go up. Monique, I can answer this for a fact. It will not go up until Tim and Heidi are done. So I also have my Fa La 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 from the Snow Notes that I'm going to foil on some white too. I probably should have done that right now, but I did not. Oh, Ginger says she loves that I'm in the Central Time Zone. Well, I'm glad. It's always so hard to get it to work for everybody, but I have found that I've just stayed consistent with this time and it works pretty good. Leah, hello, friend. It's so good to see you here. Aw, Monique, thank you. That's so sweet. Okay, let me run my sentiments through and let's see how it does. I haven't actually foiled these yet, so I'm pretty excited to see these. And let's see how it foiled. Oh, look at those. Oh, you guys. And look at that. The beautiful red foiling. Now, what I love about this is the dies are all connected, so you can die cut all of them. So what we're going to do next, let's just see if we can, do we think, I'm going to get another piece of paper. If I was doing this just on my own, I 100% would have just foiled that on the other side. But let's be real. Oh, I don't think that's going to work. That would not work for me. I already know me. Okay, let's get that heating up. And while this is heating up, we are going to die cut. Teresa says she's had her eye on the singing snowman. I mean, you guys know me and the snowmen had to have that. But I love everything in this collection. I will have another project with this. I should have showed you guys something else in this collection. I will show it here. While things are warming up, let me die cut these greetings and then I'll show you. Because I haven't had a chance to play with it yet, but I already know what I'm going to do. Okay, before I pull that off, it's right here. Okay, so also in this Wonderland release, let me tell you the exact name of it. It's the Calendar BetterPress press plate. So, if you wanted, I know it doesn't look like a lot right here, but hear me out. If you want to make little personalized desk calendars for gifts at Christmas or even for yourself, you can take like the A2 size panels of the cotton card and or if you don't want to do BetterPress, you could totally foil these. But let's say you're BetterPressing. you will use these on the bottom portion and do the BetterPress with the month and everything. And then you can decorate the top of the panel with your cute little things. So let's say on the bottom, you kind of have to imagine that this isn't on a tag. You'll have your snowmen, and on the bottom you would have like December. Or you could take this snowman, a different snowman set, and have it in January and do the car or the mug for December. But you could decorate each month, and I think it would make the cutest gifts. I thought it was so, so clever. Ah, that stinks that the commercials are bad. Let's see. Monique says she always says she doesn't want a foil, but it's so pretty. Oh, it is so pretty. All right, so here are my little die cut greetings. We're just going to pop those over there for a minute. Donna says she can't wait to get home in September to use all of her card stuff. Donna, do you not take any of it to the beach with you? Do you just take other things that are a little easier to transport? Because I do think that, oh, it's the magic of pulling this off. I mean, look how good that foiled. Oh, it's so pretty. It is easier to transport some other things. All right, let me pop this one off now. And let's go ahead and do our little fa la 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 la. I think I could even reuse my foil here so I'm not wasteful. Okay, who all is a foiler and who is not? I know some people do not want to foil at all. Looking at you, Karen. But tell me if you like it or no. Or love the results but just don't want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to, while this is heating up again for a greeting, I'm just going to die cut, make the most of my time. Laura says she thinks she's waited long enough and needs to get the BetterPress system. You will love it. It is so good. Kelly says she's glittering along with me today. I love that. Yay! All right, so now I've die cut this into my little tag shape. We'll just pop that there. We got a good little system going here. Guilty after all. Doesn't foiling count in all the things? 100%. I haven't stepped into the foil world yet, Colleen says. I want to be a foiler, Laura said. Brenda says she foils but would rather use press plates. I will say, I hate to use easier for the press plates, but you probably get more consistent results with press plates. But I will admit that the beauty of the foiling, the magic of the foiling is still my favorite. I would love for you to do a Christmas box, Mary Stitches says. For what? A Christmas, like, make a Christmas box or have like a Christmas Advent box? Z says, I bought the Glimmer, but I haven't had any great results yet. Oh no. Okay, so try, if you haven't, try some Hammermill cardstock. I know I didn't link it here today, but I can link it when we're all done. Whoops. Here's the little fa la 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 la. Oh, I really wish I'd done that on a different color. Okay, we're going to do that because I don't like this. I forgot we're going to put that right against our Snowmen, and that white on white, not my favorite. Let's see, what color do I want to do? Let's do pink. Okay, what I was saying, Hammermill cardstock is going to give you almost, that's what I've used for my greetings. It's going to give you perfect results 99.9% of the time. I have good luck, and I'm actually just going to use some Spellbinders cardstock here to foil. I have good luck with that as well. Make sure, try different foil colors if you can, and don't roll it back and forth through your die cutting machine. Roll it through one direction, because the plates can shift a little bit, and sometimes that gives you a bad effect with glimmering. Let me see. Oh, a box. That would be super, super fun. I do think that would be fun. Myrna says foiling makes your cards so beautiful. It really, really does. Okay, so I'm just going to foil on this scrap of Tutu colored pink cardstock, and we'll see how our results are. Let me see. Oh my gosh, Amy, I'm so excited you got the Merry Moments limited edition holiday card making kit. I do have a video coming for that. I just haven't edited it yet to put it up. So in the next few days, it should go up, but it's so good. So I'm so excited you got that. So while I'm waiting for this to warm up, I want to tell you guys about a couple of things. Number one, well, let me find it. I was going to talk about it, but oh, I have my note. Here's my note. Found it. So let me grab that link very quickly. Last year's Stitchmas box. So this year's has not been released yet. I am doing a video for one of the days in that, which I'm really excited about. But last year's is on sale for $40 during their Christmas in July sale. So it's a super good deal. And I wanted to let you guys know that I am doing a video featuring last year's box. And that will be coming next week. And I'm going to use every single die in the 12 Days of Stitchmas box. I thought it would be really fun to challenge myself to do that. Why is it so hard for me to figure out where to go here? I will find it eventually. Unfortunately, the back way to have to put things in sometimes is not the easiest. So I'm just going to pin it to the top of our chat. But anyway, I'm using the Stitchmas box because I never got a chance to do it last year. And I have some really fun projects in that, so I hope you'll join me. Or if you got it last year, hopefully that'll give you some inspiration, because just because the products are old doesn't mean that they aren't still awesome. Yay, Ginger says awesome. Yay. Maybe it's in the die cut machine. Let's see. Okay, so let's foil now. It's warmed up while I was fiddling around with back end stuff. I need to have an assistant, don't I? Who could do that for me? And then there's also a great Christmas in July sale going on at Spellbinders, and I did put a link down in the description box because it's like their previous Christmas releases are all on sale. Oh, I'm going to like this so much better. So we got our little Fa La 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 in red on pink. Let's see. Let's die cut that and see what we think. Colleen says she loves when I use older products. I am a huge fan of using the older products. I mean, I love the new stuff. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, we're using it today. But sometimes This is going to be so weird, but I almost find that I love the older stuff after it's been out for a while, and then I'm like, oh, this is what I want to do with it now. I almost have to sit with it for a little bit to determine exactly what I want to do. Oh, no. Kirsty says, me too. Can you make more cards with the stamp timber stamps and also... No, I can't. Sorry, I don't have them anymore. I do not keep the stamp timber sets. So, sorry. Teresa says the Spellbinder sales are awesome. They absolutely are. Oh, good. Sharon says she just bought last year's Advent box today. Yes. Both of the Advent boxes are on sale. I do have videos for both. The Stitchmas box will be this month. I don't know that the Advent regular one will be. All right, let's start building some cards and tags. Let's go ahead and start. I want to start with the Santa. Hi, Mandy. Monique says gets overwhelmed by the new stuff. Yes, and it might be that. Like, I get it, but sometimes I just really like to sit with things for a little bit before I decide what I want to make with it. I find that I am that way with almost all of my crafting. Okay, so I did make the card off camera. And we would just pick like a little sentiment, like Merry Christmas is cute. I think we'll do Merry Christmas for here. And I'll just go ahead and pop that up right now to finish off our card. But then we're going to assemble. Oh, Christy, I'm glad. That way we can get to using it together, can't we? So I want to show super, super easy and simple. And I'll do the card here in a minute. We're going to go ahead and make the tag for this Santa mug. So, just like the card, maybe I'll keep the card right here. I've got all my little pieces. I do have an extra piece that we're going to put here on the back. In fact, let's just do that now. Oh, I know. Well, I love all of them, Monique. I have to use all of them. Why do I have little red gems everywhere? They must have fallen off my sheet. I don't know. So I'm going to just go ahead and put my die cut shapes back to back. Obviously, the glimmered panel is going to go on the front. For everyone not glimmering, it's a BetterPress press plate, so just grab a beautiful shade of ink and you can kind of create a similar result using your press plate. And I have a strip that goes along the bottom. Oh, and I wanted to talk about this. There are new colors, new-ish, in the Treasured Cardstock color packs from Spellbinders. So this is actually the pearl metallic that I'm using for the bottom of to make this into a snow globe. To turn our nested arch die into that, it gives us our snow globe base. I thought a tone on tone would be really pretty here, but I love these packs because you get all of these beautiful specialty colors. And what I love in the Spellbinders packs is these are the actual color strips that go on here and show you exactly what they look like. So if you store this all together, you're always going to know which color or which kind of metallic background it is, which I thought was awesome. I love that. Question, are you using the sleigh or house from the collection today? It's not from that collection. We're using, that's the Country Christmas, is that what that one's called? This is the Wonderland collection, so I am not using that collection. I will be using it in another video, but not today. So we're going to just glue our little strip down here at the bottom. Aw, Jennifer, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Okay, let's go ahead and build our Santa first. And what I love is I feel like the pieces are so easy to assemble. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this little red piece and I'm going to put a little glue on the back of the base of the Santa mug where the mouth is. And we're just going to pop that right there, like so. We're going to take his face, and there's this little oblong black piece. And I'm going to do a little glue on the back of his face. Ginger likes the domed shape of the card. I'm obsessed with using the nested arches for card shapes. Obsessed. And I'm going to make one here on camera because it's literally so easy. So we're doing that and we instantly have the eyes. And then we're going to go ahead and put the face down on the mug. And if you line up the little score lines, I'm going to zoom in just a bit. There we go. So if you line up the score lines on the mustache, you know exactly where this goes. Then we're going to put the nose and the mustache piece in place. And I know it's a mug, but I do like to have a little bit of movement. So I kind of try to keep my glue just at the nose area and leave the ends free. If you watched last week's live or the replay, this is another one that would make a super cute tag all on its own without putting it on something else. But I really wanted to show today how you can just pop this on a tag or a card. I'm also going to put a little glue where his eyebrows and cheeks go. And this is where your embellishment wand comes in real handy. We're going to find all of our little pieces and just line them right up with the score lines on the mug. Madge says, just came in from mowing. Phew! Well, hopefully you can cool off with us. There we go, little nose and our other little cheek. Look at that cute little Santa face taking shape. Yes, Karen brought her fur baby, Hattie, when she was here a couple weekends ago, and Hattie and Frank and Odin had so much fun together. Okay, I have a little glue on the handle of the mug, and I'm just going to pop that right behind and glue that down too. So easy. Everything I feel like on this just goes together so great. This Santa mug is just like real Santa mugs, I want them all out of paper. That might be kind of a fun idea, actually. I have a thought. Okay, I need to write that down before the thought escapes me. And then we're going to do this little bit up here at the top. And I have used, I should have mentioned, we're using brushed white cardstock, some glittery white cardstock. And I think that's the only, and then there's going to be some brushed gold as well for certain things. Those are the specialty cardstocks I'm using today. Look at that. How adorable is this mug? No, we didn't film the cording tutorial, Catherine. I still am going to have to do that. Karen and I chose to not put on makeup or look nice the entire weekend. Well, I can only speak for myself about the not looking nice portion. So no, I will have to, we'll have to film that separately. Sorry. We're going to put together the little ornament, and I have to say one of my favorite things Spellbinders has been doing here is instead of all those little individual stripes, there's like a solid piece. If you guys remember from the candy canes and the handle from last week, same idea with this, with the ornament. There's that little solid piece, and so you're not having to piece together all those teeny tiny little stripes, which I am so happy about. And then this little ornament topper, I love this ornament. This ornament all on its own would be cute repeated. Like if you have a little branch or something, wouldn't it be cute to just hang a bunch of these little ornaments from it? Oh, Ashley, that's funny. Sometimes Costco's like Disneyland for me too. I don't blame your mom. That's okay. I'm going to put just a little glue on my ornament, and we're just going to pop it like that. And, oh, did I forget to die cut the rest of this? I was going to have another one. I may have to die cut it if I don't have that piece. I knew that I would forget to die cut something. Okay, so I actually used 2 of the ball ornaments for my card. Maybe I'll just do one on the tag. And what we're going to do now, there are ornament dies that come in this set. Let me glue the trunk on my big tree. Hopefully. I was going to show this because we're actually going to replace them with gems. I just didn't want to mess with die cutting. But you could die cut all of the ornaments out of different colors very easily. But I decided to just take a lot of my favorite Spellbinders gems to decorate the tree instead, which is a fun way to do that. And we're going to take our whip topping, and I am going to glue my big tree down first. And we're going to put our little star on top. And this is out of that brushed gold. Christy, we did get so much done. We just did not film the cording tutorial. I have to say, I am a little bit at a loss at how to film it well. I'm still trying to figure it out, because even with somebody helping, I'll figure it out, but it's just taking a little bit more brain power than I thought. Okay, we are going to put together the little bow. I love that this bow is not perfect. I love that one of the bow tails is longer than the other. I know that's such a little thing, but I think those little details are one of the things that makes the die set so much more interesting. We're just going to glue that right to our little package. So see how the one tail is shorter than the other? I love that. Ginger says, just when she thought she didn't need this set, isn't it cute? I just love it. We're gluing everything down to our whip topping. I do think this is such a clever little way to do this. Oh, I got glue everywhere. Okay. Oh no, that moved. Maybe we'll use that. And then we have 2 other trees. Like we have the tall little skinny green tree. and a smaller kind of version of the bigger one. Oh, Monique, how fun! I love that out of that flower cart you're making a Christmas cart. I bet that is the cutest Christmas cart. I love that idea. So smart. Okay, I'm going to actually tuck this one kind of partially back behind. And our small little skinny tree in front. We're going to use our tweezers, watching while 1-year-old grandson is sleeping. Oh, Brenda, how fun. Well, I am happy to keep you company while you're holding your sleeping grandson. That is so sweet. So we're just going to pop that right back behind. And I'm just going to hold it in place like that. I feel like I didn't get that on very straight and it's already dry. Oops. Hold please. I'm going to rip this off. I'll actually just show. I did not have that on straight at all. Maybe we can still reuse it. Let's try. Instead of cutting another one. The pink, red, and green colors are so good together, Laura said. Thank you. I definitely was going for kind of that mod look that has the aquas and then the bright greens and reds and pinks. All right, let's see if I got that straighter this time. It looks like it. And remember, this is going to be our tag. And I want my tag to be as cute as my card. So see how I have that little ornament? I really do think I want one here. So let me grab, I just missed die cutting one piece for this. I think. I mean, it could have just disappeared, but we'll just die cut another one. So, just like the one that's in the mug itself, we're going to do a little glue. And I just reversed it. So the base of that one was red with pink stripes, and this is pink with red. All right. So then we're just going to put the little ornament topper on there. Did I already glue this down? Not too bad. Just going to tuck it down here by the base. So it looks like in our little snow globe basically is that we have a Santa mug and just one of these little ornaments. There we go. I think I might need to watch Christmas movies and pull out Christmas crafts, Christy said. You totally need to. That would help probably get in the mood, because definitely outside it doesn't feel like it. And then I'm actually not going to, so on this one, I used a little bit of the gold metallic cord, and I'm going to do that when I make the snowman card here in a minute. But that's because I don't have anything up here at the top. We're not making it a tag. Down here, I'm actually not going to put that down on this one. We'll just grab one of our other greetings and pop that up on along the base of our little snow globe. Jennifer says, OMG Santa. I know. Isn't he the cutest? And we're going to just put one of our other foiled greetings down here. And then let me grab that set that I used last week. Myrna says she's been watching Christmas movies all week. Oh my gosh, I love that. So I want a hole reinforcer, and this is that essential tag set, and I know I used it last week, but I want to show, I noticed this after I made the snowman tag. I just feel like it needs that hole reinforcer up there. I think it's going to look a lot nicer, so let me die cut that. Since I didn't prep that ahead of time, please can you confirm which hammer mill cardstock? I will do it when the video is over because I'll have to go look it up. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to figure out where I want that to go, and then I'm going to punch through that. I think it's the package, the hammer mill is the package with the chameleon on it. And it's 100-pound weight, I know that. Sharon loves the Santa's face. I do too. He has the sweetest face. Okay. So what we're going to do... Monique says, goodbye, summertime. That is me. I'm not the biggest summertime kind of girl. Oh, I should have punched this first because this is going to be difficult. Lesson learned. Okay, I punched my hole in the top. Then I'm going to flip it over on the back because I am that extra. As everyone knows, I want the back to be cute too on my tags. See, I think that's just so much more of a nice finished look than this one. I love that. And then we're just going to take a little red and white baker's twine, or you could use black and white, or you could use a ribbon, whatever you want to do here. And we instantly have a cute little gift tag. Nice. Mandy got 20 Christmas cards done for a Christmas swap she's in. Okay, let's go ahead and put some little ornaments on our tree before we move on. And I pulled out some pinks, reds, and blues, but any color will work here. And what I love is I don't often have a chance to use some of the bigger gems in my packages just because I feel like I'm generally drawn to the smaller ones, but this is a great opportunity to use some of those bigger ones. I think they work really nicely for the ornaments on our tree. Oh, Marta, thank you. So everybody, pop in the chat. Tell me what you're working on or what you have plans to work on for the weekend. If you're going to be crafting or if you have other fun activities. Or if you're babysitting grandbabies. Whatever the case may be, let us know. Put one there. Okay, so I did the colored ones, all of the bright color gems on my tree, and then I thought it was kind of fun to help decorate outside, just to give more sparkle, because we always need more sparkle. We're going to do a few of the opal gems, just kind of scattered out and around. And however many you like. Want to make lots of tags, Myrna said. Needing to clean. No naked holes at the top of ornaments and tags, Ginger says. I love that. Just got home from finding 2 new local fabric shops. Oh my gosh, Tracy, that sounds amazing. All right, shall we move on to the snowman? I think we should. Isn't that so fun? I just love these. Okay, so let me move my gems out of the way again. And let's go ahead and pull in our adorable snowmen. Finishing up some cards from the Concord and 9th Summer Camp. We'll attempt finish binding, quilt, and cross stitch. Nice. Stitching on new Lowry stand from Lindy Stitches. Donna! Yay! That's so exciting. Do you love using it? I'm really intrigued by it. Okay. Is this? Hold please. I don't know what I have where. Diana says that she watches grandsons, so she has a chiropractor appointment. Yes, that is much needed. I would agree. All right, before we finish, I want to show, I just take a regular card base, and this one I'm going to share how to make this into the shaped card like this. So instead of taking my nested arch, or my arch shaped die and popping it on here, which is totally fine, but I will say that I think the shaped card is just a much more impressive look for this. Christy, thank you for this super chat. That's so sweet of you. What I like to do instead is we're going to take the same size die that we used for this snow globe shape, and I like to take my card base and place whichever one I choose to use. And this also is going to free you up to make a card in the size you want. Mine's going to be slightly littler than A2, but I could have used the A2 if I wanted to. But we want to keep the crease up here, the score line. So I'm just going to barely have it hang off the top. I'm going to tape it in place. And we're going to run it through our die cut machine. Babette says this makes her want to start Christmas crafting. I am all in. All in, I'm telling you. Okay, so here is our card base now. I am going to peel this off. You could leave it and just cover it up, but my Post-it tape stuck there. And this is the same technique I would use for any kind of shape like this. But you can see up here at the top, there's our little gate still to open. And then when we place our die cut shape on top, you're barely going to see a little bit of that over the top here. But it's not a lot. That way it's nice and seamless on the front, and on the back, that's where you see that nice base. So let's glue this down. Where do you think my glue went? Oh, there it is. Kelly says she's excited for Christmas crafting. I bet. And you guys, I mean, what better day than a day where Tim Holtz is live on Simon Says Stamp, showing Christmas ideas. They're just everywhere. I feel like we're definitely getting in the mood for it. I'm also very much in the mood for fall crafting. Those memes going around where it says, you know, July 4th, patriotic, and then it says July 5th, it's spooky season, have made me laugh so hard this week. My daughter and I are both huge fall people, and we've been passing those back and forth all week laughing about it. Because I do feel that way, even though it's super hot out. Okay, so let me finish off my tag. Shape cards are fun, June says. Yes, they are. Donna says she has her stand, her Lowry stand with the magnifying light, and it's all attached, kind of like the new handle on your die cutter. Donna, I need to see this. Do you love stitching on a stand? Have you stitched on a stand before? I'm curious. Or is this a new thing? When, Nikki, I don't know when my Tim Holtz card class airs. I am so sorry. If Tim and Heidi are still live, it will not air until at least until they're done, and maybe tomorrow morning. I think with Gina's, it aired when Heidi and Gina were done, so it will at least be after that. But it could be tomorrow. I don't know. I'm so sorry. They don't quite know how long their lives will go, so I don't have a specific time for when the class will go up. Okay, so we have our caroling snowmen. I think I want to go. How do I want these to go? Oh, did I pick two of the same? I put two of the same ones on here. Holy cow. I'm like, why do I not have all of my snow people? Well, it's because you were slightly special. Slightly. Dang it. Dang it, Nicole. I wondered why two of them looked alike. Let me die cut another one. Perhaps. Where's my special cardstock? New to you. Oh my goodness, what a game changer. Oh, it makes it easier to eat her cheeses. Donna, that is winning. Okay, I'm super curious. I have tried a couple of things and not loved it, and I wonder if I would like it. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Monique says you choose the snowman. Okay, let me show you the set. See, I think it goes like that. There's 3 different snowmen, so you can really pick whatever you want. But see how these two are the same? It's okay. It's not the end of the world. That's just not what I had intended to do. And I never noticed it. I mean, I glued these guys down. I put on their scarves. I decorated their scarves. Never noticed. Not one iota that these two were the same. That's okay. We're going to save it for another card. Because, okay, imagine this. Maybe you want to make a little tag. Let's just go back to our nested arch set. You could grab one of the small ones and just put a single snowman in it and see how much littler that would be. And it would be a great way to use your snowmen, and you could pick your favorite one. You don't have to die cut all of them or anything like that, and it would also make your tags a little bit simpler. So just another idea and way to use that. Okay, we've got our snowmen. We're going to set our tag over, or our card over here for a minute, and we're going to start embellishing. So just like Nikki says something she would totally do. Well, you guys are getting to see it live. It happens. Just like on Santa, where we had those oblong pieces, or the piece that could go back behind the mouth. Same for here. So we have this piece that can go back behind the buttons, and you could do that in any color. I did it in the raven color. And then we have the piece that goes back behind their open mouth. So what we're going to do is just put a little glue on the back, and we're going to layer this in. What I love is that I do not have to inlay anything teeny tiny. Finally, they have started doing this, and I am here for it, where we're not having to fiddle with those little teeny tiny inlay pieces or die cut the whole thing again, only to get the little inlay piece. Koi, thank you. Yes, it does look a little different just because I did use a different nose. And the die for the nose cuts 3 different noses, which is so good. It doesn't bother me that much. I mean, 2 of them could be going the same direction, singing their little hearts out. Christy says they are identical twin snowmen, and their snow mom put different color scarves on them to tell them apart. Christy, thank you. Thank you for trying to make it sound like I intended to do that, but we all know we all know now that I didn't. Oh my gosh, Shelly has a huge weekend. She has hot Pilates. She has to FFO something. She's finishing things. Oh my gosh. Anne says loves making autumn cards. Oh, I gotta tell you, I'm doing I love the Christmas in July, but I am here for all the autumn things. My absolute favorite season. I'm excited. Okay. So what we want to do now, once I have that, I'm going to pull this back. This guy's going in the middle, and he's going to go in front. This guy's going to go over here on the right. And we're just going to pop him in right like so, right above the base of my snow globe. And we're going to put this guy over here on the left. June, I do not use my Nuvo drops as much as I used to, but I do still love them. I had some dry up, and that's probably why I'm not using them quite as much. But I still love my black and my white. And my white blizzard, my favorite, the sparkly one. Still my favorite. These noses are everything. I love them. I love that they're not perfect. I love that they actually look like carrot noses. Donna, you do need Christy to be your friend. She is amazing. She is so much fun. And there we go. Look how cute. Now, Karen is the crochet queen now. I do not even know how you're doing it. I'm so amazed, Karen. So I have the scarves, and I want to talk about the scarves. It's not going to be identical to my card, and the reason being, all of the scarf pieces are on a single die. One of the things that I love that Spellbinders does is that often they will do that. So what I did was I cut once from my teal, once from red, and once from pink. And then I'm simply just going to mix them up. That way, because I didn't want to waste all of the other pieces. So we're just going to mix up how they were from the first, or from the tag. So they might be wearing a different one or have a different scarf than the tag. That is okay. No one's going to know. Yes, I agree, Monique. Laura says Christmas in July, autumn in August. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, here's scarf number 1. I think it needs to go on this guy. And yes, they do need arms. I should probably do that before I get too more excited about my scarves. I'm always super excited to get the color going. So just like the scarves, the arms all come on a single die as well. And you can totally mix and match them. There's several different styles. So what we're going to do is I want my guy in the middle to be holding his songbook just like on my tag. So I'm just going to lift up. I should have done this before I put it on here. Let's see if we can just slide it underneath. There we go. There we go. Let's do the other one. Ginger says wants to play with glue and make a mess, right? Hey, I've got the mess for you guys covered right now. Maybe I should do a behind the scenes of me cleaning. For my Patreon members, yesterday I did a behind the scenes of all of the cross stitches. Although after I filmed that, I realized I'm missing at least 3 to 4 that are parts of sets that I think are in project bags somewhere. That's always fun. But I did a behind the scenes for them of my cross stitches that need to be fully finished. I should do a behind the scenes of me cleaning up my giant mess. Because every Friday, I start with the best intentions of not making this huge giant mess. And every Friday, I am left with a huge mess to clean up after my live. Every single time. June says, accidentally bought the same color twice, maybe 3 times. Was it White Blizzard? Because I have multiple bottles of that one. I still love White Blizzard. If it's a color that you'll use a lot, it's good. There we go. Let's go ahead and do the book. I mean, how all of these things go together are so easy. Love it. I should have warned you guys, too, that it would be a long one today, since we're making so many projects. But I really wanted to feature as much from this collection as possible. So we're just going to slide this. Maybe. There we go. Trying to be careful so I'm not making the biggest gluey mess ever. Hi, Layla. Haven't had a chance to catch it alive, she says, in forever. Well, I'm super glad you're here. All right, let's finish off our scarves. I really like the little scarves. They are adorable. Thank you. Right? It's... You know what I love about the lives too? No editing. Such a small thing. Sometimes the editing of videos is what throws me off. I'm like, oh, I don't want to. I just don't want to do that today. Which is so funny. So you guys get to see like all the mistakes, me using the same snowman twice, all that good stuff. Things that I would fix if I was doing an edited video Not fixing for this. Long live Friday, Jennifer says, right? June says, love the arms around the book. Me too. I just love all of the little details. I really think that they killed it here with the details. Super happy with how it all goes together on this one. Really, really am. And let's put a little bit more glue here. And you can really pick however you want the scarves to go together. Up to you. There we go. Sandy, you're so sweet. Thank you. So here's what we're going to do. Remember our Santa mug card. I'm going to take this metallic cord from Spellbinders. And what I love is it's not going to cover up a ton of this. So I'm just going to go around about 3 times. I'm going to throw some stuff on the floor in my office. Goodness sakes. Just being a mess. June says no mistakes, creative license. I wish, June. Sometimes it's really, those creative license is because of a mistake. Actually, most of the time. Layla says sounds like a lot of work editing. It is, but I mean, I do like the I don't like the editing process. I don't want to say that. But I do like the edited videos. But the lives are fun too. You get to kind of, it's real life. I don't cut out a lot of the things that go wrong. Or if I mean, there's a lot of times I take a break during the live, or I come back and finish it the next day. Not live, video, pardon. So there's been pluses and minuses to both. Okay. Oh, so cute. Let's see. I'm going to actually use Warm Winter Wishes here. Oh, thank you. Is it Miss Angelo? Is that right? Did I say that right? Myrna loves the Santa mug die. Yes. Never a mistake in crafting, just creativity. Oh, Sharon, thank you. Okay. Just going to pop that up there. Now, I think I'm not going to do the fa la la on here. I think I'll just do this. I think that's cute. But let's go ahead and get our whole reinforcer for our tag. I don't know. Maybe I should do the fa la 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 la. I'll do that later since I did it on that one. Just, yeah, that would be cute, wouldn't it? If I did the fa la 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 up there. I think I threw away the white one I foiled earlier. Could have used it. But I like it in the color. But what we are going to do is we're going to add some of these opal gems. Do I have any more of these? Oh, Wilma loves the lives. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you so, so much. I'm sure I have another pack of this somewhere in my drawer, but let's use up what we got on here. I love doing them, so thank you so much to everyone who comes and hangs out with me or who watches the replays. I appreciate it so much. Where's that other little teeny there? No, those are all gone. Oh, here we go. This one. Now, finishing touches for this one. It's so cute. And you could have die cut the scarves from pattern paper. I think I was seeing that in the chat maybe. Christy, I love you so much. My name is Christy, and it has been 5 minutes since I bought a craft supply. I just purchased the Snowmen. At least I used my reward points. Christy, I love it so much. Okay, what I was starting to say is that you could use pattern paper for the scarves, and that would be so, so easy. But if you're using cardstock like I did, one of my favorite things to do is to take a white pen and just draw in some easy detail. It only takes a second. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just going to do some little imperfect stripes there, like so. Layla says she just wishes she was crafting. I wish you were too. Okay, we're going to do some little polka dots with our white pen now. And then we'll finally finish with a little plaid design. Now, if you could also use a black pen if you wanted to. I love white. I also like the Stardust glitter pen. That one's a favorite too, but we're just going to do all white details today. So I'm going to just kind of do little soft imperfect stripes one way and then the other. And I kind of like mine pretty imperfect. Crafty. Christy, I don't know that we're the right support group to not buy craft supplies. I think we might be the wrong group for that. Okay, the final thing. Other than the fact that I am going to do another fa la 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 la, but I want to move on to the car. I think it needs that little banner up there, so I will add that. I don't know if I'll do pink. I think I might do red instead with, we'll see. But see how their noses are glossy? I want to save this to the end because I always put my hand in it if I don't. We're going to take some glossy accents and put this on their noses. Well, we are if it's not clogged. Madge loves when the doggies bark. Well, I think they're napping today, so that's good. We're going to do a nice little bit of glossy accents on these little carrot noses, like so. There we go. You could also do it on the buttons if you wanted to, or even put some little gems there. And then we will let it dry. But I definitely think it needs that little banner up there, so I will be doing another one of those. Let's just set that over here way far away from me. I'm going to go ahead and do the whole reinforcement. Pardon. Christy, this is your group. 100%. We are your people. Layla says it's the completely wrong group. That meme that goes around saying, oh, how does it go? Like, I'm not the friend that will tell you not to buy it. I'm the friend that will tell you to buy all the things. I'm paraphrasing. That is like one of my very favorites because pretty much. Okay. I am going to... Let's get my glue press out because I think my glue is shot in this. Teresa says, Christy, we are your people. Enablers are us, Ginger says, 100%. Okay, I actually don't think I even got my little hole that straight before, so we can correct that now. And just like my first one, once I have the hole reinforcer on the front where I want it to go, we're going to punch through it. And then on the back, put the other one. Just like that. And then thread through some baker's twine. Nikki says, that's me. Yes, 100%. Oh, thank you, Darcel. That's so sweet of you. Thanks for the thumbs up. We're doing a long live today. Lots and lots of crafting. I mentioned a few weeks ago that I was trying to do a few more of the longer lives where we can do a few more things. When I can, I try to anyway. Oh, I love it. Okay. Now this last one, be honest, I did not get the sample put together. I thought I die cut the things. I thought, oh, I have plenty of time to put that together before my live today. Surprisingly, all these little pieces take way longer to put together than one would think. And I got really close to the live and I didn't have makeup on and I thought, well, I think we'll just go for it live, right? So we're only going to, since I don't have my tag put together, I have all the pieces. I'll put it together off camera. Oh, I will show you this real quick though. But we are going to put together the card. I wanted to show though for the tag or card, either one, I die cut just a portion of that same die. And then what I ended up doing was lining it up with about the 3/4 mark, 3/4 of an inch mark. No, that's 1 inch. Let's go down here like that. You could also just cut a strip. That would work too. And then that's what we're gluing to the bottom of our little makeshift snow globes. Christy, we do have to stick together. I'm with you on that. Okay, so let's figure out our little car. So this die set also has lots and lots of adorable pieces. And you can fill all of it, and of course we're going to pile our car high with all of the wonderful Christmas goodies. Monique, we're your people. We get it. We get it. So we're going to glue the little tray to the top of the car first. I'm calling it a tray. I don't really think that's what it's called, but it's what we're going with for today. There we go. And then I'm going to use foam for this part. Mandy is listening and cleaning. Mandy, head on over here when you're done, because I got some cleaning on my agenda this weekend. I guess I asked you guys what you're doing and I didn't even say. So tomorrow morning, my oldest son and I are going for a hike somewhere. I say hike, it's more of a walk. You know what I'm saying. On a trail. We did that last weekend and had a lot of fun. So we're going to do a different one tomorrow. Then we are going to the frame shop. I bought him a print at... He's a huge sports fan, especially baseball. And is it Fenway Park? I don't know. I bought him a photograph that I found at an antique shop when I was in Amana. So we're going to take that to the frame shop and get it framed. And then we're going out to eat lunch. He's taking me out for lunch. So that's my big plan for tomorrow morning. Monique says I am sold again. Yeah, rack. Madge, thank you. Not a tray. Rack. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I popped up the little hubcap portion pieces. Mostly I'm not doing, or fenders. I'm not shading today. We're just gluing things down. And we have a lot going on. We don't really need to add shading. So if I can get a little bit of added dimension with foam, that works great. And I hope it's not 150 degrees when we go tomorrow. Or I might be huffing and puffing. Layla says you crack me up. Darcel says what a great day. I think so too. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be really fun. Okay, so we've got our tree. I want to look at it before I get too excited. So just like our tree from our Santa mug where I replaced the ornaments with gems, I want to do that for this Christmas tree. But this tree has these wonderful like little strings like so. And so what we're going to, oh, I think that one actually goes down here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to glue those down in place, and then I'm just going to replace the ornament piece with a gem instead. So you do get all of those little dies, which is awesome. So good. But we want to, I mean, I just think the gems add a fun decorative touch to that. So that's what we're going to do for this. We also need to do our little star. And then I would like to craft as well this weekend. I mean, I always want to craft. Always. Garland. Yes, thank you. Teresa says her family has been to all 30 MLB ballparks and it took years but was an awesome family trip. Teresa, that's amazing. My son wants to do that. Like I said, he's a huge sports, especially baseball. But all sports, really. Loving the tree, Myrna says. Isn't it cute? Thank you guys for sticking with me today. I know it's long, but I really wanted to try to highlight multiple sets because this release is so good. Okay, the same die that cuts the star cuts the tree trunk. So I'm going to just go with this brushed gold tree trunk. You're not really going to see a lot of it. Normally I would probably have cut it from brown, but again, there's a lot going on to this. So we do not need to worry. Oops. Well, we do need to get it glued down straight and not bump it, but I don't think we need to worry about cutting it from a brown color. Let's do that. I love that. I don't think I got all these die cut. I might have to die cut a couple more colors of this. I wanted these to be all different colors. Let me see. Let me die cut some red. I do not think he has been to one of those. Ginger says that tree looks like one that she would go get. It's a little lopsided, yes. And maybe a lighter pink. Let me put those extras in here so I can use them. Or lighter teal, I mean. Or maybe just another pink one. I don't really think I like. Let's just do another pink. All right. We have our cute little stocking here. Oh, I should finish my car. Never mind. One moment. Let's finish these little pieces that I forgot. Little headlight. We have another little piece that goes back behind the door handle, which I love. Myrna says crafting is relaxing time 100%. And just put a little glue here. Look how cute this little car is. Let's put it against our card. It's looking adorable. So we got our tree. Got like our little ornaments trailing down. We want to add this little stocking. So there's this great little layering piece for this stocking. So many are saying that crafting is therapeutic for them. Yes, I would 100% agree to that. So we've got stockings. We've got some presents. I'm just going to I like to lay it out and get a good idea of where we're going before we get too far into it, adhering things. This gift, I'm going to do... Oh, it goes the other direction. Shoot! Just ignore that. Can hopefully hide that gluey edge underneath some other stuff. Should have tried that before I did it, huh? So I have a bright peridot green lid and my tutu pink. And then we've got another really cute little bow. Just like we did. And also, so from the Santa mug set, that would be cute. Just kind of thought of that. Let's talk about that. Mix and match. So if you get both, there's a littler gift in this set that would be really cute incorporated into this one. Oh, I'm so sorry. The dogs are going to bark. And by dogs, I mean Frank. See you next week, Sandy. Thanks for joining. Okay, I'm going to pause the sound for you guys so you don't have to listen to it. Okay, I think Frank is done. Oops, no, let's get rid of that. Hopefully the sound is okay. Sometimes those little pieces are hard to hold on to. 100%. Okay. So we've got a present. I think we about have all of our components. And then we have candy cane, but I don't know where. Maybe it fell in here. There's so many little parts and pieces. But I think that's what makes this one so cute. Now, so just like I said for the tree that I didn't die cut all the little different colored ornaments, the wreath, same thing. I'm going to add red gems to the wreath instead of die cutting all the little pieces. You could definitely do that. I just didn't. We got our little candy cane. I'm going to have it sticking out of the stocking, I think. And the final thing we have is our cute little letter. And I don't know, did I not? I don't think I die cut that. Let me die cut the little heart layering piece. Thank you guys for being understanding. Again, live, real life, I cut that out often in my other videos because it isn't like he doesn't do it all the time. Anytime he thinks he hears something. Okay. And he sounds like he's real fierce, but he's really not. Really not. Oh, look at that cute little envelope. Isn't that fun? All right. so what we're going to do now is glue our card down in place so we can start adding in everything else. Laura, I am doing something with the Steamboat Willie collection. I have just not had a chance to get that video put up either. But yes, I sure am. I love it. As a Mickey Mouse girl, for sure, for sure. I'm going to try my best to have that one up. I need to double look. How about double check my schedule for next week to see if I can put that up next week. I would really like to. I'm not going to put a bow or anything on this other package because I think a lot of it will be covered up and it's going to just be more of a filler in the background. But you could, and like I said, you could always use the wonderful little little present from the Santa mug on there if you wanted to. How far in advance do you get the new release? A while. It depends on what company. Most are pretty good about giving it pretty far in advance. It just depends on my upload schedule and when I have time to like edit the videos and all that good stuff. I've had these for 6 weeks maybe longer, probably about 6 weeks. I actually kind of would like to rather have that out front. There we go. Kit Kat, this is Spellbinders. The other reason I'm not putting my gems on before I put all these is because you can see that there's some overlap, and there is no point, I don't think, in putting the gems down in place and then covering them up with other die cuts. To me, that's just a waste of good gems. So, we're not doing that. All right. That's perfect. I actually have tons of little red gems here on my desk. Let's start with our wreath. Oh, these are sticky. I thought maybe the adhesive popped off. All right. We're going to pop those in place. I would not have needed to put glue all over this. I don't know what I was thinking, but we're just going to go with it. Just going with it. These are already sticky. Cheryl loves how this card's coming together. Thank you. Me too. The finishing details are always the best part. That's where you really can pull all of it together and really make it shine. Okay, let's pull out these. And let's start adding all of our awesome little ornaments to our tree. Monique says, yes, I thought it might fill in the area better, but you can totally adhere it however you like. For sure. Well, hi, Odin. He's probably like, Mom, are you still talking to your computer? Why? I always wonder what they're thinking. Let's do a pink one there, I think. I think that looks cute. What do you think I did with the opal ones? I love all this stuff in the die sets. I do too. I do too. Here we go. And I'm going to add some of these opal little snowflakes out and about. Looks like I need some little teeny tiny ones. I'm going to have to go see if I have another package of little ones. I'll do that in a little bit. And then we've got, oh, I like the little season's greetings. I think we'll do season's greetings. Catherine, I agree. She says it's nice to have projects to use the larger gems on, and they work so good for this. They really do. I do love that Spellbinders does give us so many of the teeny tiny ones though, because those are my favorites. And we're just going to wrap this around. Tied into a little bow. Aw, Monique, thank you. That's so nice. Pull our loops a little bit shorter. Okay, I think I like this, but I feel like, let's see, do I want to do crystal? We've got to look through here. Or specs. Don't really want to do silver. I think I want to do these, the aura colors. I'm going to take these little teeny tiny ones, and I think we are going to fill in a couple extra little things in our tree. I felt like our tree needed a little bit more. But just these little teeny tiny ones. There we go. And then these fun ornaments here. And we're going to put glossy accents on these. Just like we did, like the carrot noses. And that's going to dry and really make those pop. I think I'll put some on my little heart. So stinking cute. So we have our adorable little car filled with all of the goodies. You know what else? I didn't do this. Should I do it? Why not? I've already been live this long. Why not? Let me grab the car die, and I think the windows need some ice vellum. Don't you? I'm sure I have it too. I saw it earlier. There it is. So, let me see. Yes, we do. Don't you think that'll be cute? Let me pop these out. I'm just smoothing it with my finger just a little bit, and I'm going to pop in, this is that ice vellum from Simon Says Stamp. And see how it kind of mutes the snowflakes in the background then too? I think I like that. Then, should have done this before I added my glassy. How about glossy accents? I think some little white stripes at the top of my stocking would be cute. A little highlight on the toe, maybe on the heel too. Maybe do a couple little highlights. Could even do some stripes on the package. Could have done that out of pattern paper. Save yourself a little bit of work. There we go. Just a couple of little things to dress it up a little bit. So cute. Okay, let me show all of them. So there we have, I was going to tell you, Cocoa Wonderland, the Snow Notes, and then we have the Yuletide Ride. And of course, there's tags for a couple of these, and then I will put together the Yuletide Ride tag off camera since I didn't get that one, but it's going to be the same idea as these, where it just really is the same thing, but just in a tag form. Thank you, guys. Oh, Maria, thank you so much. Oh, Christy, I'm so glad it's put you in the holiday spirit. June says, vellum for the windows looks like the car windows in a Minnesota winter. Oh, that's so funny. Let me pop back to me. Okay, you guys, I think that is it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for another fun live, and definitely make sure you're following Simon Says Stamp. They'll post when the bonus classes go live, if they haven't already. I've been live, so I have no idea what's going on over there. But thank you again so much for joining me. I will have all of that in. Make sure you're signed up for my email newsletter. There is a link down below. I always update anything that I have done there, and that's the best way to know exactly what I've been doing. So I hope everyone has a fabulous weekend. You get some crafty time in, or some good whatever you want to do, gardening or just hanging out or relaxing. And I will see you guys all here next Friday for another Christmas in July live. Bye, everybody. The supplies used in today's video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another project that you might be interested in. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a new live video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.